Then question D. Question D required that the candidate discusses the short-term and long-term implications of downsizing. So this is question D. Discuss the short-term and long-term implications of downsizing. And this question had 10 marks. 10 marks. So before we look at the question, it is important to look at the spirit of the question in terms of what the examiner is asking here. Now the examiner is looking at two aspects: short-term and long-term implications of downsizing. The short-term implications are the ones which the organization is likely to face in the very beginning when the downsizing is done, and the long-term are the implications that are likely to occur, say 3 to 6 months going forward after the downsizing process has been completed. So there are two parts of the question which the candidate is expected to look at, and we will look at the short-term implications first. Short-term implications of downsizing. So what could be some of the short-term implications of downsizing? Now, the first short-term implication of downsizing could be costs. Now, when employees leave an organization, there are certain costs that will be associated with termination of services. So these ones could be, for example, exit interview costs. There could also be severance pay costs. There could also be payments for leave, pending leave days. So pending leave days, pending leave day costs, and any holiday that has not been enjoyed. Also, you have relocation costs. If an employee came from, say, location X, and the company said that when they'll be terminating the services of this employee, the organization will have to provide transport. So when all those are taken cumulatively, they are basically going to be looked at in terms of the costs of termination, and these ones are normally in the short term because they are supposed to be met immediately an organization is cutting the relationship with an employee. Secondly, resistance from employees. Workers are likely to resist the aspect of downsizing because of the fear of the unknown. And where organizations may even have, for example, trade unions are likely to resist and challenge this process of downsizing, and that again could be a problem. Thirdly, low productivity. So in the intervening period, when an organization is carrying out a downsizing process, there will be a lot of engagements that take place between management and workers, between workers and other employees, and so on. And within that period of time, there will be low productivity because much of the interest will go into the process of negotiations for this process of downsizing, and an organization may not have a lot of output from workers. Fourthly, low morale from employees. Employees who remain in the organization are likely to have a feeling that this downsizing has taken place. And once this downsizing takes place, these employees may have a feeling that the next cycle, they might be the ones who might be affected. So low morale among employees who remain might be a problem that an organization may require to be able to address, and when this is being addressed, it may have implications within that environment. Then fifthly, an organization may have a challenge. We can take number 5 here. An organization can have a problem in conflicts. Now, these conflicts may occur in the sense that in a working environment, an organization that is having employees, once one worker leaves, you are supposed to reorganize the working environment, and workers may be at a loss who now takes over the responsibilities of that worker who has left, and that may create conflicts in terms of work arrangements, conflict in who moves to which department, who reorganizes which team, which supervisor takes certain functions and so on, and that again could be a problem that could be felt in the short term when downsizing takes place in a given organization. Now, these are some of the short-term implications of downsizing that the candidate can use, build on them, and be able to explain the case. Then how about the long-term? Long-term implications. Long-term implications. Long-term may, for example, be 3 months, 6 months, 1 year after an organization has downsized workers. So what could be some of the implications in the long term? So firstly, negative public image. Negative public image. And this came out very clearly when Mr. Mugambi in the case was saying that if they downsize, they may have problems in the future when it comes to recruiting employees. And the society and the community from which they have recruited these workers from may not be very comfortable working for this particular organization because of the downsizing process. So that could be a problem. Secondly, job redesign. Job redesign. Given that employees who have worked in sections and departments, some positions have been affected, and an employee who was in that particular position has moved out. So you may want to look at it this way, that the organization may be required to redesign the organization, redesign the jobs. And this redesigning may take time. And sometimes the jobs may not fit together very well because these ones were standalone activities that were being performed by different employees. Then thirdly, litigation or court cases. Court cases. Some of the workers, after they have been downsized, may go to the industrial court or labor relations court, or they may go to any other court for that matter to seek justice where they feel that their cases were not handled very well. So cases might follow in courts of law, challenging other workers wanting to be paid, other workers wanting to be terminated, others looking for interpretation, and that could also be a long-term implication. And then difficulty in recruitment. Difficulty in recruitment. An organization that participates in a massive downsizing process may find itself in a very awkward situation at a future date when the economy now improves and they need to recruit workers. So workers may shun the organization. They may have a feeling that they are likely to be recruited, and once they are recruited, they may have a problem in relation to organizational sustainability, and that could be a challenge in the long term, which downsizing could create. Then finally, increasing costs, e.g. Training. What this implies is that in the long run, an organization may have to recruit workers, redesignate workers, and these workers may require orientation training. And once this orientation training is supposed to be done, that may increase the costs that an organization has. An organization may also be required to recruit, may also be required to scout for workers, and that one might also increase the costs that the organization has to incur and that is a long-term implication of downsizing in an organization. So those ones are 5 negative, those are 5 long-term implications of downsizing, and then here we have the other 5 short-term implications of downsizing in any given organization. So that was the part D.